everyone, and welcome to the Spring 2021 Dean's New Alumni Celebration for the College of Computing. We are so excited to celebrate this spring's graduates who are joining us tonight and those who couldn't join us as well. It is my honor and privilege to bring to the stage tonight our very own Dean of the College of Computing, Dr. Charles Isbell, who is also a Georgia Tech alum himself.
Thank you, Jen. How are you doing?
Good.
Good to know. Well, so thanks for bringing me up here, Jen. I want to join Jen in thanking all of you for coming for this recording. We'll be sharing this out to everyone in, I guess, a couple of days. But we wanted to take a moment to celebrate each of you, those of you who are here, Jen said, and those of you who are gone. So my job is to do that welcome and to thank you for attending the New Alumni Celebration. And I want to emphasize that this welcome is not just to the graduates, although it's especially for you, but it's to all the family, friends, and the faculty, because we know that our graduates, our new graduates, didn't get here all on their own. We know that it took family, it took friends, it took faculty and staff, and it was together through that hard work that the alum were able to get to where they are today and where they will be on Saturday when they march across the stage. So as many of you know, and as Jen said, I am also an alum. I also got out of Tech, so I know how those of you who are getting out feel. Georgia Tech changed me, I suspect probably as much as it changed you. Georgia Tech taught me to think like a computationalist, taught me how to do research. Through my minors, Tech even taught me Spanish, cognitive science, and history. And of course, more than anything, Tech being Tech, it taught me how to power through, about how much I could accomplish when pushed by others and how much I could accomplish when pushed by myself. But the most important thing I learned from Georgia Tech was how to live with risk. In my time here as an alum, as a student, as a faculty member, and as dean, I have seen Georgia Tech and the college transform. Georgia Tech is now an elite university, a research and educational powerhouse. In an institute that is known for producing more engineers than anyone else in the country, the College of Computing has the most majors. In 2019, for the first time in Georgia Tech's entire history, we did not have the most students marching from mechanical engineering, but from COC. Engineering has 45% of the faculty and 41% of the students. We have 9% of the faculty and 40% of the students. We're the first elite university to create an inter-college school of cybersecurity and privacy. We're a top 10 graduate program and a top 5 undergraduate program at a top 35 university. That's not bad for what was once a small school, a small college, and what was considered to be a small regional university. But Georgia Tech's transformation, the college's transformation, came with plenty of thought, with plenty of reflection, and even with plenty of caution. But more importantly, it came with boldness and without fear. And that's the spirit I want to encourage in all of you as alum. But there's also something else. My exhortation to you, my call to you is that you be bold, yes, but that you also be responsible. And in fact, I claim you have no other moral choice. Because at the end of the day, you've already chosen. You've chosen to be a part of a field that is central and in the center of everything. You will make decisions. You will build systems. You will train others. And those decisions, those systems, those others will impact everything. Now, maybe you'll design the algorithm that detects previously hard to detect tumors, or maybe you'll start a social networking site that will drive the outcomes of elections. Maybe you'll build a face recognition system that will be used by the state to determine whom they charge with crimes, or you'll build a system that discovers miscarriages of justice. Or maybe not, but you'll do something, a kind word, a hiring decision, supporting your child. It will mean something. It will matter. Whatever you do as you move into the next phase of your lives, I encourage you to think about the responsibility you have to own the changes you will affect. For me, I find it helps to remember a quote from the great Benjamin Elijah Mays. One of my other alma maters is named after him. And this is the quote: "It must be borne in mind that the tragedy of life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach. It isn't a calamity to die with dreams unfulfilled, but it is a calamity not to dream. It is not a disaster to be unable to capture your ideal, but it is a disaster to have no ideal to capture. It is not a disgrace not to reach the stars, but it is a disgrace to have no stars to reach for. Not failure, but low aim is sin. So yes, take risks. Do not be afraid of failure. But remember, often the greatest risk is accepting responsibility for what we do. To refuse to do so is cowardice. It is low aim. It is sin. So go do great things. and know that you are doing them even when you can't see their impact today or the next day or the next week or the next month or the next year. But know that you have had that impact and own that impact. We've watched you, we've taught you, and we've learned from you. We know you have the talent, the ambition, and the drive to be great. You should know it too. Aim high and own what you do as befits a Rambling Wreck from Georgia Tech. So again, welcome, congratulations, and good luck.
My next job is to welcome to the stage, and I'm going to let Charles go for a second. Goodbye. My next job is to bring to the stage another Georgia Tech alumnus, and that is Mr. Cedric Stallworth, our Assistant Dean for Outreach, Enrollment, and Community.
Okay, looks like I'm moving. There we go. All right, so as Jennifer said, my name is Cedric Stallworth. I am an Assistant Dean in the College of Computing. I also have another job of teaching Intro to Computer Science and absolutely love getting in front of students. And I did junior design as well. So have had a long history of teaching students in the college. And as Charles says, we teach you, we learn from you, and our lives are enhanced by you. It's my pleasure to welcome you guys as young graduates, as well as your proud friends and family. And I think we have one friend and or family here today, but since this is recorded, all the friends and families who are watching this. And we'll welcome you to the next level of your life as a Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. And so you have now transcended undergraduate, and now you have moved on to another plane of existence, so to speak. And there are many things that can be said about your past accomplishments and your future potential. I have chosen some words to address you, and these words come from a poet, Edgar A. Guest, and in his poem is entitled, "It Couldn't Be Done." And the poem reads as follows. Somebody said that it couldn't be done, but he with the chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but he'd be the one who wouldn't say so till he tried. So he buckled right in with the trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that could not be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that," or at least no one ever has done it. But she took off her coat and she took off her hat, and the first thing we knew, she'd begun it. With a lift of her chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quitting, she started to sing as she tackled the thing that could not be done, and she did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Just start to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. The poem reads, somebody said it couldn't be done, but he with a chuckle replied. I'm sure that when you got your acceptance letter to Georgia Tech some 4 or 5 years ago, someone warned you that it's a hard school, but you came anyway. Someone warned you about the calculus and the physics and the various other challenges in the curriculum, but you came anyway. You were challenged and answered the challenge, not just once or twice, but assignment after assignment, test after test, class after class, term after term, year after year, until it has become a way of life for you. I would even go so far as to say that rising to the challenges here at Georgia Tech has become an enhancement to your skill set and character. The poem reads that maybe it couldn't, but he'd be the one who wouldn't say so till he tried. Yeah, that class is hard. Yeah, this project is ambitious. Yeah, but who needs a meg of RAM? And yeah, but the world is flat. At your core, you are tinkerers, experimenters, thinkers, innovators, and I dare say, hackers. There's a part of you that lives to attempt the untried, the untamed, and the unpopular. So he buckled right in with a trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. You have recognized that many of the things that you will attempt in life are not easy. Your journey through Georgia Tech has prepared you for the next part of life's journey. You may still have doubts, but meet your challenges with a smile and the confidence that you have endured a place that, unlike any other, has prepared you for what will come. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. My question to you as a young alum is, what song will you sing as you leave here and go solve the world's problems? The next stanza says, somebody scoffed, oh, you'll never do that. At least no one ever has done it. But she took off her coat and she took off her hat. And the next thing we knew, she'd begun it. Your time here has made you familiar with the concept of rolling up your sleeves and getting down to hard work. Not just for a little while, but for as long as it takes to get the job done. That is the trademark of a Georgia Tech graduate. With a lift of her chin and a bit of a grin without any doubting or quitting. Odds are that there were times during your undergraduate experience that you may have doubted yourself. Can I stay awake in this lecture? Can I make it through the group project without strangling someone? Will I ever get out of this class? Will I ever graduate? And will I ever sleep again? Let this day, your graduation and your graduation day, confirm that by completing your degree program, you are qualified to conquer whatever task, big or small, lay before you. She started to sing as she tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and she did it. Again, my question to you, young alum, is what song will you sing as you leave here to lead a world into a future that is uncertain? There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the problems that wait to assail you. Well, those thousands have yet to see your yellow jacket. Those thousands have yet to hear your buzz. Those thousands have yet to watch you ramble your way to solutions and wreck obstacles that are in your way. Those thousands have yet to experience you. Show them what you stand for through your work and efforts. And we as a college and a university will continue to be proud of you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Just start to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. Well, the question is, what song will you sing as you go off into the world to be the best you can be? Whoops. Well, of course, I have a suggestion. That suggestion is, I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. So I'd like to use this time to congratulate you, to welcome you to the Georgia Tech Alumni Association. You've gone from rat cap to graduation regalia, and you've done it in great fashion. I'd also like to take this time to congratulate all the parents and friends that are here. Please congratulate your mothers and wish them a happy Mother's Day and thank them for all the work that they've done. Once again, welcome to the Alumni Association and go Jackets. I'm done, Jen. Come back. There you go.
Thank you, Cedric. Well, again, it is my honor and privilege to officially, I guess, although a few days early, but on behalf of the college, to welcome you to the GT Computing alumni family. We're so excited to watch what happens on this next part of your journey. And we hope that you know that even though you're not taking classes in our buildings anymore, or maybe you will be in just a few short months, but we are here to support you and to help you however we can. So we hope that you will come back to campus often. And we hope that when we start traveling soon to several of our regions where we have high volumes of alumni, that we have the opportunity to see you when we're in your town or visiting at your company. So please make sure you stay in touch with us, and we are so excited to see what's next. So I will bring Charles back to the stage for any last remarks.
Technology. Thank you, Jen. Well, so I don't have anything else to say. I don't want to keep you. I want you to go out and enjoy the day, enjoy your family, and get ready for Saturday. If you're seeing this before Saturday, if you're seeing this after Saturday, then think about Saturday and figure out what's going on with the rest of your life. I'm sure it'll be fun, and we look forward to talking to you again, because I'm sure of many things. One of the things I'm sure of is that we will cross paths again. Thank you, everyone. Good night.